NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Turns and slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Levine to Ball. LaMarcus Aldridge pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Knight into the front court. Lead is, whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. Harden to Aldridge. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
DeRozan defended by Knight. Here comes the screen. DeRozan. It's a big finish.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Nets have the basketball. To Harden. Flushes it home.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
DeRozan with the basketball. Down just a couple. Ball to DeRozan. Lonzo Ball missed his first. That one goes.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Griffin. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Bulls with the rock. To Zach LaVine. To DeRozan. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Griffin. Durant matched up with DeRozan. It was right there. Ball with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. LaVine to DeRozan. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lock up.
Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
To DeRozan. Has a chance? Not today. Trying to cash in, and he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Durant. His first effort off the mark. DeRozan with it. 10-6 our score. Has a look. It's Aldridge with the board. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
DeRozan to Ball. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Harden in possession. The score 12-8. Durant defended by DeMar DeRozan. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Harden. Lonzo Ball snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
DeRozan to Vucevic. Big finish at the rim.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Harden. Message received. Well defended. To Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Harden to Durant. Here comes the screen. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. James Harden trying to cash in. Can't connect. DeRozan with the basketball. It's 14-12. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down.
Substitutions, Brooklyn. Subbing in for the Chicago Bulls, number 7, Stanley Johnson.
Able to convert on both free throws. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Durant to Harden. It's Chicago ball. To DeRozan. Reset here. Let's see what they do. DeRozan. Down to 5 on the 24. DeRozan with a shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Ah, the monster stuff.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
To Stanley Johnson. From the painted area, won't go down. Harden in possession. They trail by 2. To Durant. Kevin Durant. Now 4 for 9.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's DeRozan. Surveys the floor. DeRozan, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Durant to Harden. Off the mark. Well contested.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Harden with it up top. Down 4 to Durant. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Shot from in close, no good. Harden with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Millsap. Durant. To Allen Crabbe. Durant lets it fly. Step back jumper.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. To Allen Crabbe. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Late heave to beat the buzzer, and so we're through one here at United Center with the Bulls on top. Jay and I come back to the Windy City after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down, one way to go. So buckle up, it's wide open.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he's going to the free throw line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Bulls have it. To Stanley Johnson. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Durant. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a net. This will stay with the Bulls. To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. 2-4 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nikola Vucevic rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nothing going here on that drive. Runner's good there.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Nets have it. Durant, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
To Stanley Johnson. Nothing going here on that drive. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. To Durant. Count the basket at the rim. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
To Stanley Johnson. Here comes the screen. The shot almost. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Durant for two. And scores on the step back. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Vucevic. Oh, he hits the three.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Here's Durant for two. Can't connect. To Vucevic. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Paul Millsap tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Vucevic. From long range. Off the iron. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Stanley Johnson. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. For three.
NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
To Zach LaVine. Vucevic. Shot won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Baseline drive. Shot from the lane won't go. To Vucevic. Has a chance. Not that time. Knight into the front court. Now down 6. Durant. Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. 3 for 3 in this first half.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
KD with the rock. To
Game
Millsap.
3-2 San Antonio Spurs 138 Los Angeles Lakers 110 final.
Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LaVine to Stanley Johnson.
Game 3-2 Memphis Grizzlies 104 Golden State Warriors 113 final.
Wide open look won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Vucevic. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Chicago.
Harden to Durant. Down low for Griffin. Rebound comes to Vucevic. Levine to DeRozan. Short jumper stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Aldridge. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
To Vucevic. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Harden into the front court. They trail by 7. And he draws the contact. LaMarcus Aldridge will go to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward
Game
motion
3
into
2
your
Charlotte
shot.
Hornets
Your timing needs to be
1-1-5
better.
Denver Nuggets 1-0-7 final.
Free throw. Missed the second one as well. Ball to DeRozan. Lonzo Ball guarded by Brandon Knight. From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go up 2 legs and expect the contact.
Harden. Here comes the screen. To Harden. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Shot for James Harden. Taken by Vucevic. DeRozan with it. It's a 9-point lead. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Harden defended by DeMar DeRozan. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. It's Harden. James Harden. Now 4 for 9. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
DeRozan. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's James Harden once again. Here comes the screen. To Griffin. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Count the bucket for 2.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Ball with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Here comes the screen to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Ball into the front court. His team on top.
Oh, met at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. Gets it in the right corner. To Harden.
Screen coming, screen.
The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. First half in the books. It has been all Bulls.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bulls worked hard for their halftime lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
The Brooklyn Nets are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
DeMar DeRozan tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him. It's not often you see a guard pile up this many blocks. It just shows you how athletic he really is. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Harden in possession. His guys down 11. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Ball. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Harden in possession. The deficit now up to 13. Here comes the screen. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Nikola Vucevic. Huge block. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Throws it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knight into the front court. Down by 15. To Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Brooklyn's got it. Here comes the screen. Harden to Aldridge. The jumper's off the mark.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Ball. going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Griffin. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. And draws the foul.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Team foul.
Lonzo Ball at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Game 3-2 Oklahoma City Thunder 1-0-1 Phoenix Suns 1-1-3
James
final.
Harden at the controls. To Griffin. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Lonzo with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. DeRozan. Tough matchup against Durant. Gets a look. Can't hit. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Durant. Down low, Aldridge. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball with the
Game
basketball.
3-2 Minnesota
His guys holding
Timberwolves
the big lead.
1-1-6 Utah
DeRozan
Jazz
to
1-2-8
Ball.
final.
Short jumper off the mark. Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lonzo Ball matched up with Knight. No good and no foul. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Deep 2 there, won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive. To Griffin. Harden. To Durant.
Game 3-2 Milwaukee Bucks
It's easy.
1-0-2 Dallas
Force guys
Mavericks
into low
9-5
percentage
final.
shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down big. To Griffin. Shot from the lane won't go. Ball to DeRozan. Has a look. And hits off a killer step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Durant, defended by DeMar DeRozan.
Number 8, Zach LaVine.
Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
DeRozan with the basketball. To Ball. unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
LaMarcus Aldridge, not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lonzo Ball, defended by Knight. Levine, a pass stolen by the Nets. Trying to cash in. Oh, it goes down. Yes, it's better to be lucky than good.
I love when bad shooters make shots. They run down the court saying, I should get the ball more. And that's when you say, no, you're open for a reason.
To DeRozan. Ball. And scores.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Here comes the screen. Durant up against DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. To Griffin. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For the Chicago Bulls, number 7, Stanley Johnson.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. The shot clock expires. Ball. To Levine. LaMarcus Aldridge with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Chicago with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Ball. Doesn't get the bounce. Griffin to Harden. Nikola Vucevic able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Harden. Rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lonzo Ball matched up with Harden. Off the mark.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time. My ball.
To Millsap. Missed a wide open look. Chicago with the possession. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Harden. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Levine. bothered by the defense as he drills it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Harden. Oh, that's how it's done.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Alonzo controls the offense. To Stanley Johnson. To Zach LaVine. That's no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Shot from in close, no good. To Ball. Zach LaVine. He's now 5 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Harden. To Millsap. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. LaVine. And the finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Millsap. Has a chance. Shot by Millsap won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
From the painted area, won't go down. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. Nice cushion for the Bulls. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet. But with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Down low Durant, and a throwdown. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
DeRozan against KD. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Stanley Johnson. DeRozan. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kevin Durant has it. To Millsap. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Paul Millsap has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good.
Number 51, Brandon Knight.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Levine.
Me and you. I got ball.
Runner's good there.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Harden to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. To Millsap. Has a look. Millsap shot. No good. Ball with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Lonzo Ball matched up with Nene. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here's Durant for 2. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Kevin Durant swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Number 10, DeMar DeRozan.
No good. Oh, and a putback.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Brooklyn with the basketball. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Millsap to Durant. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. KD for 2. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Ball.
I got him. Here we go.
DeRozan. To Zach LaVine. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive. And counted at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
DeRozan matched up with Durant. Not that time. Knight into the front court. His guys down big. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. DeRozan with the basketball. He'll run the offense.
Match up.
To Levine. Oh, he had him there for a second. Can't connect from in close.
Something better than that, baby. It's game time. It's me. I got it.
Nikola Vucevic with the block. 4th this contest.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Durant. short jumper won't go down. Ball into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Vucevic. Millsap with the board.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Down low, Aldridge. Nice pass to get things going.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming.
Hey, watch this screen.
DeRozan. Fine to shoot for the Bulls. Has a look. And strokes it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
The display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 23, Blake Griffin.
Harden to Durant.
Number 7, Stanley Johnson.
And he stuffs it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
I got this play on. Let's go. Match up, match up, match up.
To DeRozan. Gets it in the left corner. Johnson. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Stanley Johnson against KD. Got it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Griffin. Durant. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Kevin Durant. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. And he makes them both. To Zach LaVine. DeRozan, defended by Kevin Durant.
My ball, my ball. Stop the ball, stop the ball.
Harden. To Durant. Tight space with the crossover. Durant to Harden. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Durant to Griffin. Durant, defended by DeMar DeRozan. 4-3. Rebound comes to Vucevic.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Harden. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. He's looking for that touch.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To DeRozan. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Short jumper misses. Another follow. No good. To DeRozan. Lonzo Ball matched up with Harden. Deep two there, won't go. It's in the hands of James Harden. To Durant. Count it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Ball to DeRozan. Trying to cash in. And scores on the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 33, Allen Crabbe.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Levine to DeRozan. It's no good. Great defense. Allen Crabbe matched up with DeRozan. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls put together a nice win here today. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game drive. Assists.
The Chicago Bulls showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
DeMar DeRozan put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Chicago Bulls. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.